Well, here we are in Peru. Yep, that's right. Over the next month, I'm going to be traveling the Americas, birding in South, Central, and North America. Last night I arrived in Lima, Peru. It is 7:20 in the morning on day one. I haven't had breakfast. Let's go look for some bloody birds. I don't know what I'm looking for. I was going to take a photo of everything, including this dove. Lifer. Alright, I think that's called the West Peruvian dove.
Okay, these lifer moments aren't going to work like this. That sounded checklist graphica too much. Let's try that again.
Lifer. Alright, I think that's called the West Peruvian dove.
Ah, that's much nicer. Trust me, we've got a few hundred of those to do.
Oh, little birds. Is that a banana kid?
Now, I know we've just kind of launched straight into this, but I think it's important to stop and answer why. Why am I here? How am I here?
There's a blackbird thing down there. What is that? Is that called a scrub blackbird, I think? Oh, there's a little bird up there. Is it a wren? Looks like some kind of wren.
Well, you see, I used to be one of those people that got a Guinness Book of World Records every year, and without fail would read it cover to cover. Having fallen down the birding rabbit hole worryingly quickly coming out of COVID, my interest was piqued when I came to a page in the 2023 edition dedicated to bird spotting, as they put it.
Whoa, lots of birds around here. They're all fighting with each other. Hummingbirds! Hummingbirds! Oh, hummingbirds getting it on. Hummingbird sex. Oh, first ever hummingbird in my life. And they were rooting.
Particularly this entry here for park in Peru with 1,009 species logged.
Was that the mockingbird up there?
Having been awestruck by the picture of the iconic cock of the rock accompanying the entry, I had made up my mind. I was determined. I was resolute. I would one day go to Manu National Park and find every single one of those birds. Or at least as many as I could find in a 6-day tour.
There's the other kind of dove. That's like the ground dove thing. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Now, I don't really have any major aims today. I'm just going to flood myself with everything and anything I see. Other than I do want to kind of be near the coast, because the one bird I really want to get in Lima is the Inca tern, a bird with a mustache. The chase is on already.
Having squared away my Manu mission as a long-term dream to piss my superannuation on in retirement, I remembered one thing that may bring this dream closer to feathery fruition than I had first thought. I would be turning 30 soon.
So yes, I'm heading to a very good chance of seeing the Inca tern, along with Peruvian boobies.
And so, unbelievably, with the blessing of my wife, who stayed in Australia with my 2-year-old son, I found myself booking flights to Peru for my first ever international birding trip. 3.5 weeks blocked out in my calendar for nothing but lifers, lists, and leeches.
There's something running along the power lines here. Do they have squirrels here? What is this? It is a squirrel, isn't it? Apologies to any Peruvians watching for my terribly ignorant IDing. Okay, so I have to walk a little bit, half a K or so, on this bustling main avenue to get down to the coastal, parky, beachy bit, which is where I want to, spend time. So we'll see how we go. Walking down a main street of Lima, with a 600mm lens. Oh, right. Cool. One of the main phrases I taught myself for this trip was para fotografia de aves, which is for if people or a policeman or anyone's like, what are you doing? What are you looking at? Stop that. It's for bird photography. Oh my gosh, my first ever vulture. I think that is my first ever vulture, folks. It's a black vulture, a black-headed vulture. There it is.
Now, turning back to this first day in Lima, as you can probably tell, I did actually do quite a lot of research about what I was likely to find around suburbia, so I kind of had a vague idea about what I might see. But nonetheless, you're watching me experience the birding nirvana that all birders chase their whole lives, being in a totally new place where everything is a lifer.
Gosh, the air quality is poor though. You can just smell it. Everything is so dusty and hazy.
Having done an obscene amount of research on the birds of the areas I was going to, what I didn't research as thoroughly was the cities themselves. So I'm kind of learning about Lima in real time here and genuinely had no idea it was the driest capital city in the world and a giant dust bowl.
Today, one of the biggest things to keep in mind is to try and look after my body somewhat and not just absolutely run myself into the ground on day one going, oh, birds! But I do plan on racking up a lot of Ks on foot today. I don't have a car. I do have a credit card and a phone, so I can Uber somewhere. I'm considering this evening heading to Chorrillos and going to the area with the most birds in Lima. Even the flight attendants on my flight into Lima seem to know about that, Wetlands. All right, here we are by the coast. It's not stunningly beautiful. You can see what I mean about the pollution. I don't know if that's pollution or sand or smog or fog or something. If I see birds out on the sea, should we have a look through the camera and see if they're our mustachioed gentlemen? I think they are. Oh, it's the Inca turn. It's the Inca turn. Oh, see if I can get some a little closer. Now there's a point I can cross the road here.
Even though what I'm experiencing now is the equivalent of a Peruvian man flying to Melbourne in order to take photos of noisy miners and rainbow lorikeets, I was loving life. It had been years since I'd racked up lifers in the quantity and frequency I was currently.
Well, there's something on top of this lamp here. It's a kestrel thing. There we are, look at me, that's it. There you go, first bird of prey. It's gonna walk along the coast here. It's not really a beach, it's literally just like the Andean plain meeting the sea, I think. There's a bird coming through, could be the pelican. It's quite large, or is that Belcher's gull? That's the gull species around here. I think that might be it. Well, not quite a tropical paradise, is it? Wow, it's literally just a cliff. I don't know if I should be getting too close. It's weird, the bustling streets and roads are filthy, but the parks are meticulously maintained. There is not a single leaf out of place. Oh, I like the birds at this park. Every single one of these stakes has a bird on top of them. And it is just the perfect photography setup because it just isolates them so well. What, the kingbird, do you think? There are more small... Oh, there's a hummingbird humming. Oh my God, I can't believe I'm looking at hummingbirds. Oh, a cormorant. A neotropic cormorant, I believe it's called.
Not only was I soaking up that cormorant, but just ahead, I was about to be treated to a phenomenon that was truly novel to an Australian birdwatcher.
Oh! Oh! Must have been something dead out there. Well, I don't really know what the gull situation here is. There are some with fully black heads, there are some with full... So I'm just going to photograph them all. I know one of the species is called Belcher's gull, which is pretty funny. Oh my gosh, there's about 50 cormorants on all the light poles up here coming up. Right, I can see the big pier that I've been targeting this morning that hopefully has the pelicans, terns, and boobies on it. I kept worrying in the lead up to this trip, oh, what if the weather's not good on my first couple of days in Lima? You know, what if I get there after all this time and it's raining or something? And then I realized that Lima is the second driest capital city on planet Earth. Well, I'll be. Having just said that, it is raining. I don't know if that's extremely unlucky or if it does like occasionally just spit a little bit here. Here's the pier.
Unfortunately for me, I was about to learn that my tendency for researching birds over boundaries was about to land me with a big fat dead end.
Okay, case in point, it's a restaurant and I wasn't allowed in. So that's all right. I wanted those Inca terns right at the end of the rocks. That was close.
Having the first day in a foreign country feeling still buzzing through me at this point, I wasn't particularly disappointed I couldn't get to the Inca tern colony on the pier, and instead ordered an Uber straight to the district of La Punta, where I'd have another chance at the tern, booby, and pelican.
Okay, I've come to La Punta, which apparently has a little kind of bay inlet area with thousands of birds. And I can see them. The visibility is still quite poor. Okay, here we have some egrets. These are the snowy egrets. Yeah, I'm gonna like it here. There's lots to look at here, way more than along the coast. You can admire us, but you can't sit with us. Didn't want to. Shorebirds. Oh, they're gone. Well, this is where the gulls hang out. There must be 800 or 900 here easily. They're all Franklin's gulls. Oh, there's Franklin's gull and Andean gull. Oh no.
Now, it was shortly after this moment I had one of the stranger interactions of my whole trip. A woman in a somewhat official-looking uniform came up to me and started inquiring about my camera equipment. With an obvious language barrier in place, I was struggling to understand her Spanish, but she did seem quite suspicious and unhappy with me. Then she uttered something along the lines of profesional or recreacional, but probably sterner than that, so I just showed her the back of my camera and the pictures of the birds, and that was that. But I did think it was quite odd, given this was a very popular bird watching spot in the city. I think it probably had something to do with this enormous naval base which was also situated on the point.
Well, La Punta is proving somewhat difficult as well, because this is a massive naval complex. I took some photos of some parrots before, and I didn't realise there was like a naval guard right there, because the parrots were like over the fence. Man, he shot me a glare. I just got walked away quickly. Getting arrested on the first day would not be good. There's gotta be a way onto one of these piers.
Struggling to find a way past the naval base to the side of the island where the terns roost, I was beginning to worry that perhaps I had falsely assumed that the eBird hotspots I had researched were public access, when in fact they may have been restricted. However, I was again flagged down by someone, but this time a lot more welcome.
And this documentary is not only this song, it's 3 songs. Pantanos de Villa in Chorrillos.
Yes. When I walked before, there's a big, because the Navy gate.
The naval gate.
Yeah.
Is this. You can walk the red car.
Yes.
You can walk.
Yep.
In,
Past that. Yep.
3 blocks. And stay the beach.
Okay.
The naval song.
Okay.
Yeah.
How good was that? That guy was like a shorebird researcher here in Peru. And he was a YouTuber. All right. Had some lunch. I'm gonna have another attempt at getting to this pier. After talking with that researcher, he said that there is actually access to one of the piers via the beach. So that's what I'm going to try again. And I'm really hoping to get a photo because I can hear them and see them flitting about in the little street trees of a banana kit. Beautiful little yellow bird. I just love the name, banana kit. Oh, this looks better. This looks better. Still no access. Darn. Some birds on a little boat pier down there. Let's go down there. Oh, is that a parrot? No, it's the West Peruvian dove. Now that I've gotten closer to this pier, I think I can see that it is all just the same gulls. Oh, a pelican just flew really close to shore. Oh, he came like right over the beach. Don't know if I got him or not. Oh, come on, pelicanos. Oh, Inca tern, right there. Oh, good, I found a little bay where the terns are quite close. There's another one. They're so cool. They're gonna be the coolest looking terns in the world. Is that a pelican coming? 3 pelicans. Oh, yes. Yes, birding overseas is... Oh, baby.
Sorry, just jumping in here to explain for those that may be new to the channel, I'm a bit of a bad swearer, so these videos are currently censoring their way through the Simpson and Day Field Guide to Australian Birds Call by Call. Back over at the other side of the point.
Shorebird action. It's a plover of some sort. Killdeer maybe, or semi-pallated? I don't know, man. Oh, there he goes. Oh, and there's something else there. It looks like a Pacific golden plover. Would it be the American golden plover at this side?
And then at the seawall, the final target species for this location.
Don't mind me, my wife just let me go on a holiday by myself to go look for boobies.
Okay, very low-hanging fruit gag, but at least it's done now. It was at the seawall viewing area that I met the first other birders for the trip, this lovely Chinese-American couple. After speaking briefly about Tasmania, of all things, they guided me all the way in to a couple of extra shorebirds.
Are you on your own? Or
Just by myself,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So you know this area well?
Nope,
No?
first time, first time, first day in fact.
Okay.
Yeah, this is
Same here,
Yeah.
yeah.
we arrived last night. And
Yeah, so did I, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
And we do see the American oyster picture.
No, not yet.
Over there. You see there's a group of bird there.
Oh yeah, on the rocks.
You can see there is a water spot. There's a water spot near the rock. Right?
Yes.
On the left and in front.
Oh, got it.
There's a brackish.
Thank you. Bird has given tip-offs for more lifers. You take.
After heading back to my hotel for desperately needed recharge and rehydration, it was time for the main event of day one, the undisputed centerpiece of birding in Lima. Los Pantanos de Villa in the district of Chorrillos, 50 minutes south of the CBD. I had done so much daydreaming about this place, almost as much as the upcoming Amazon jungle. Mostly I think because it was going to be my first dedicated bird reserve of the trip, so I knew I'd be flooded with excitement and anticipation.
Gracias. Lo siento, mi español no es bien.
Hablas inglés.
Inglés, sí. Can I walk by myself or do I need to pay for a guide?
However, simply going birding at this site was quite a bit trickier than I thought it may have been. I knew that it was paid admission, but it seemed that 2 of the 3 main sections of the reserve were guided group tours only. So it took a little bit of negotiating and translating to try and explain that I simply wanted to walk through the reserve by myself.
Do you have change?
Paseo en catamarán, 7 soles o kayak, 10 soles. En el kayak van solos. Kayak.
A kayak? Oh, no, just walk.
But eventually I was shown to the western side of the reserve and was let loose on Lima's best wetlands.
Pero ahora primero solo mayor y génesis. Al final haces esto.
Okay.
Ya, listo.
Gracias. I've got a feeling I'm just going to be overwhelmed with bird life. So let's do this.
With over 140 species logged at this site, there was no way I could see everything on my first visit, but the main bird this site is famous for is the spectacularly named and plumaged many-coloured rush tyrant, which had literally become the mascot of the reserve.
Birds of particular note that would be great to see are burrowing owls, the Peruvian thick knee, and of course, flamingos. I have no idea if this is the right time of year or season to see those things. I'm happy to just be here. I have been dreaming about this spot for a very long time. Well, lots of black vultures around. Harris's hawk is the most common bird of prey that I might see. Now, is this our raptor? Oh, that's a turkey vulture. First little lake. Nothing. That vulture has taken a look at me and thinking I'm pretty tasty. All right, get up in the tower with the 2 vultures. That'll go well. Actually, I think I'm going to skip that for the time being. The heron. Oh, beautiful heron. No idea what it's called. I think it's maybe yellow-crowned night heron. And here we have a, well, in Australia you would call that a dusky moorhen. Oh, what's that duck? Look at the colour on it. Look at the colour on that duck. Amazing. Duck me. There's a coot. Is it a different species to the Australian one? I feel like it would be. Yeah, it's got yellow on its head. It's a grebe. What's that? Oh, that's the grey-headed gull. Looks a lot like an Australian silver gull. You beauty. Really thought there'd be more old white Americans here. Hello. Hello. Ooh, it don't look too good. Alright, sun goes down at 6. Let's keep moving. Don't have heaps of time. Alright, let's Salida the heck out of this first section. Right, let's try the boardwalk section. The flycatcher. Male. Hate wet birds.
Right about now is when I thought I was about to be told off for something, but rather was the arrival of our next character in this story. Enter Manuel.
Sir, excuse me.
Hello.
You speak English?
Yes.
Oh, he told me you are visiting the wetland alone. Have you finished your tour or you have like this circuit yet to visit?
No, I haven't done this circuit yet.
Now, Manuel was an absolute bloody legend. He could see exactly what I was on about and took me under his wing, pun mildly intended, to make sure I could see as much as possible away from the noisy, children-filled tours.
You can go enter to this part since you are more interested in the birds actually itself. You can enter.
Okay. Gracias. I feel I'll be too slow if I'm with your group because I take lots of photos.
Don't worry.
Oh man, the vultures are intimidating. Another night heron. It's a young one.
He set me up with Maria to personally guide me around this section of the wetlands, although she did spend a lot of time mentioning to me that people usually see more birds from the touristy boat ride with the children, rather than on foot.
Oh yeah, there. Oh, he just dived again. Ah, pied-billed.
culture in Australia?
No, we've got none. Zero.
Zero. No.
And she was right. With the walking track in the eastern section dominated by vultures and no views of the rush tyrant, I took a quick Uber to the more natural southern section of the reserve.
Muy bien. Gracias.
However, when I arrived and saw this chain link fence with a padlocked door in it, I feared I'd made another rookie mistake.
It's bloody closed. She said I could come down here. No. Oh, man. Why? Oh, man, I dragged that guy down unless I can walk around.
And now for my daily reminder of how unnecessarily reactive and dramatic I can be.
Surely I can, right? The fence doesn't go all the way to the beach. Yeah, I can. I can walk through. What am I talking about? Oh, thank goodness. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, there's so much stuff here. Okay, where do we start? Shorebirds right here. And it's Wimbrel, which you get in Australia.
I know it doesn't really pick up on the camera here, but what lay before me was definitely worth being dramatic about. A sprawling beach and backwater lagoon teeming with birds, even in the off-season in August. It was time to take some pictures.
We've got some sort of ibis. American oyster catcher. There's a horse. A horse on the beach. Okay. Wow. Birds, 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 birds! Look at this. It is nuts. There's some sort of duck. That's great. Great. I could be on David Attenborough, couldn't I? These aren't just glossy ibis, are they? They do look a lot like them. Hey. And we've got some stilts. Oh, there's a shorebird. Don't know what it is. Oh, the skimmer! A skimmer! Oh, I've always wanted to see one of these. Yes! Can we see it skimming? There it is! Oh! That is a classic. The black skimmer with its beak skimming the water. Wow! How good are birds? There's a lot going on. This is where it's at. Yeah, I wonder what those shorebirds are with the slightly upturned beak. This right here, this is the kind of burial I want to have. Oh, that's perfect. Sign me up for one of these.
I was pretty clearly having a marvellous time, but there was still one bird that would truly cap off the end of this first day in the perfect way.
Now we are approaching a bunch of sandy, hilly kind of dunes here. I wonder if this is the right spot for burrowing owls. Oh, this is a new kind of sandpiper for me. Definitely. God, off-leash dog in an area with burrowing owls? Come on, Peru.
My initial scans of the dunes didn't show any owls out currently. I'd have to go deeper. But now the fading light was becoming a problem.
Oh man, it's so dark.
I crested the top of the dune to get my first glimpse into the burrowing owl habitat.
Looks like a bloody BMX park.
No owls in sight, and with mere minutes of viewing light left, things were looking bleak. That was until I caught a flash of movement in my peripheral.
Oh, there's two. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. They're so small. Look at them looking at me. Oh, look, there's the burrow. Oh, there goes one. Oh, I won't get any closer. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow! Yeah!
And so drew a close to an incredible day one. Having walked well over 40,000 steps, taken over 2,500 photos, and attempted my first ever bit of travel vlogging, I was pretty knackered. So I took a break from filming around Lima on day 2, so here are some of the highlights. However, I knew there was one unfinished story that needed a conclusion on day 2, and that was to go back and find the many-coloured rush tyrant. With my knobhead pose assumed and Manuel and Maria at the controls of a boat they organised just for me, we were ready to set off into the canals to look for birds.
You see a bird that you're interested in, you can tell us to slow down.
Okay.
As we exchanged bird-related language tips,
Juvenil in Spanish.
Juvenil, yeah.
I was playing.
And then adult is... Adult? What would you say?
Adulto.
Adulto.
and discovered that Maria is quite the Pokemon fan,
¿No es un Pokémon?
You both talked about Pokemon today. You talked about birding is like
She thinks they are Pokemon, perhaps.
we finally saw our first bird.
Oh, the rainbow's like place of your life.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the...
And it didn't take long after that to find the star of the wetlands.
Oh, it flew across.
Look at the camera, it's huge. Vamos a buscar. Let's search this button.
Yeah.
Now Manuel had really found my B spot, suggesting we look for the elusive and rarely photographed least bitten, one of the smallest herons on Earth.
Oh, a skimmer.
Whoa!
Skimmer.
Turn?
No, skimmer. Black skimmer.
As time rolled on, we concentrated on the areas of the denser reeds where the bitten was more likely to be hiding. Eventually, we came to a spot where Maria said she had seen the bitten once before, and suggested we actually use some playback to coax it out.
Oh, that was it. That was the bittern calling back.
We heard it.
Yeah.
But not here.
It called from around. Maybe this way. A bit more.
Puede estar en cualquier parte.
There it is. Oh, it just went in.
No clear shots on that first view, and Maria was rightly finding a 30-year-old man scrambling in a boat over a heron quite funny.
Sorry. Can you see it? Oh, my man.
It's in the lower part.
Oh, yes.
Yes, it's inside. Follow me. Oh, yes.
He was there, just.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh, we did. We got it. Well done.
Thanks to her.
Absolutely. All your driving. Well done, Maria.
Oh, welcome to Cusco. I'm walking to my hotel. because I took an Uber to the wrong one. Already I'm liking this city much better than Lima. For one, I can see and feel the sun. The downside is talking and walking at the same time at 3,500 feet. I'll leave you a little out of breath. Well, it's Sunday. I desperately need to do some washing. I need to change one of my flights because I'm not going to make the changeover. I need to research what we're doing for dinner. I need to have lunch. But rather than do all of that, I'm thinking maybe we do some bird watching first. Now, there is not much in the way of natural gardens and parks and other things like that in the heart of Cusco. But there are a handful of town squares, plazas. So I'm going to start with those first and see what we can find. There's quite a large amount of difference in the landscape between Lima and Cusco, and as such, almost all of the birds are actually different between the two cities, which is good.
Where is the cluster of sightings on INAT?
Okay, well, what exactly do we want to find in the city of Cusco? Not much. There is not a huge wide variety of species in the city itself, but the main ones I'm kind of interested in, there's a couple more kinds of hummingbird. The Chiquango thrush is like the iconic bird of this area. The Andean flicker and the Andean lapwing. Also mountain caracara, which may or may not be soaring over the hills near the city. Currently heading to the main plaza of Cusco, which I have a feeling is going to be a bit of a touristy pickpocket central. Oh my god, there is 1,200 people here. Not quite the bird watching I was imagining. Right, I'm going to feel quite conspicuous here. And having walked a quick loop of the plaza, my urban birding plans were off to a poor start. Just feral pigeons. Not quite sure where all these sightings of hummingbirds are coming from around here. That's two of the plazas. Oh, there's a Chiquango thrush. Okay. Lifer number 1. Come on, Chiquango. Oh, okay. Yes. Oh man, it's so much easier to get sharp photos when the bloomin' sun is out. Perhaps the next town square would be where my National Geographic Photograph of the Year would be taken. Bird. Bird, 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 bird. It's a pigeon. There's 2 different kinds of pigeon here. Oh, that actually just looks like an eared dove. Yeah. Oh man. I'm so out of breath. Okay, well, here's the final plaza type thing. Oh damn, I actually am going to have to do my administrative responsibilities today, aren't I? What's that? It's another thrush, is it? Donde está hummingbirds? Okay, well, not a thrilling start. 1 lifer. I think I figured out why it wasn't what I expected. When I did the searches for birds in the area, a lot of it included the big Incan temple thing up on the hill behind the city, where there are much more species of birds. So I think we'll do that tomorrow. However, I've got a new lead. I'm going to walk to the Universidad, which hopefully you can just walk around like most universities, the grounds of. Take me about 35 minutes to walk, because it's a lovely day. Might stop and get some food along the way. And let's cut to that now. Okay, we've escaped the hustle bustle tourist trap area. I'm making a slight detour. What's it called? I don't know, some other park, Mesa Redonda, where apparently eBird is telling me there are a few of the species I'm looking for. Oh man. Now is about when the altitude effects started to really kick in. Having decided to blatantly ignore all the medical advice and do the exact opposite of what is recommended, which is to avoid any strenuous activity for the first 48 hours, I figured it would be much funner to immediately start climbing some of the famously inclines of Cusco. It feels like you're walking the steepest hill you've ever walked in your life. Like you're walking up Kilimanjaro.
and it's just a gentle incline up the street. Oh my God, look at the stairs. No, screw this. Hey. Little bird. Oh, it's the sparrow. Come on. Hey. The headaches you get here. Well, it's a nice lookout.
This was potentially a heavy price to pay, absolutely wrecking myself climbing to what I thought was the top of this scenic path just to see sparrows and pigeons I'd gotten already.
Not quite the payoff I had in mind. Was hoping more for uncommon birds, actually. Hold the phone. I just found another part of this park. Oh, hello. Maybe this is the... look, it's looking greener already. Oh, good. More stairs. Hey, you do one flight and you're knackered. There better be some bloody birds here. I can see why they put the seat halfway up. 3 little birds. Come on. Hey, it's a hooded siskin, I think. Hey. Ha ha ha. Vamos! Man, the giant hummingbird. And it is right, it is enormous. Wow! I thought it was like a cuckoo, it was so big. Hey, this was worth it.
But unfortunately, that was it for birds around town, although I was treated to a glimpse of this magnificently dressed man.
You know, I'm going to take a wild stab here and guess that they don't have too many cardiovascular problems in this area of Peru. The locals must have like carbs of rock. How about this review?
This time I had reached the top, so it was time to call an Uber, drink an Inca Cola, and allow some oxygen back into my brain for the night. With another big day of exertion ahead of me, I thought it would be wise to try the local psychoactive drug to perhaps aid in my energy whilst climbing more hills.
Coca leaves, which you just chew in the corner of your mouth, and that's meant to help. Once you get over the initial eating a tree thing, kind of coffee taste, like a raw coffee.
Okay, so with that remedy out the window, my task today was to make my way to the Sacsayhuamán ruins just north of the city. And yes, you heard me, that is how it is pronounced, so most tourists, myself included, inevitably come to the same joke and end up calling it Sacsayhuamán.
1587. Sacsayhuamán. Yeah.
And this time I had learnt my lesson. I took an Uber to the start of the trail, something I think the local drivers get very good and very fast at. Some of the locals had also gotten very good at waiting around the drop-off point and pretending to be an official tour guide affiliated with the ruins, something I almost fell for.
Can I walk?
Yeah, far away, señor.
Yo quiero observar de las aves.
Es posible ver aquí en Tambomachay. Aquí picaflores, hay picaflores aves, aquí.
I start here
Yeah.
and then see how it go, and then maybe come back and go ocho.
Okay.
Gracias. 100% that guy was not an official. He was trying to sell me some, just take my private tour to the furthest away point.
Having escaped the jaws of the dodgy guide with my bad Spanish, I could start walking up the track to the entrance, and got stuck into the birding straight away.
Already I'm seeing all the little finches and smaller birds. As usual, I know almost nothing about the history of the place I've decided to go to, just about the birds that can be seen in the area. The Andean flicker, which I'm really hoping to see, the Andean lapwing, and I got to keep my eyes on the skies for caracaras and falcons.
Este es Sacsayhuamán.
Sacsayhuamán, sí. So
70.
70?
Yes.
Yeah. I think saying caminar solo, walk alone, maybe helped get the point across. Anyway, let's look for the lapwing. Whole lot of nothing bird-wise. It's like footy oval meets ancient Inca temple. The lapwings! I got them! There's two. Get the sun behind me. Okay. Oh, look at the green in their wing. Fantastic. Beautiful. Thank you, Andes. I think I see the flicker up on that rock. Oh, yes, it is. Oh, it looks so bizarre. Oh, fantastic. Come on. Lock in, grind for birds. Oh, why did I do that? Oh, he's just come up. What a bizarre looking bird. Lovely full body shots now. And there we go. Fantastic. What was that? Some sort of grouse or quail? Some sort of wood quail or something. Andean tinamou. Okay, it's my first tinamou. That's awesome. Okay, I've walked to the furthest, most isolated corner of Sacsayhuamán. There's a couple more of those kestrels around. Oh, I hear a dove of some sort. Might be the spot-winged dove. Oh, I've got it. It's the spot-winged pigeon. Built a good hidden nest. I think you win this round, pigeon.
That was about the extent of bird watching to be had at Sacsayhuamán, so I made my way back down to Cusco, picking up a few small passerines along the way.
What's got the white brow? Okay, my last day in Cusco before I head up into the Amazon tomorrow. I think I'm going to go further up into the hills, into a place called Tambomachay. But first thing I have to do is walk to the tour operator for the Amazon portion of the tour and pay them this enormous wad of US dollars. So this will be the most nerve-wracking walk of my life. Oh, okay. Well, I've been here for half an hour and there's still nobody here. I've been chatting with the guy on WhatsApp. They're coming. They had to pop out for some reason and she's on her way back. I sure hope so. I'm out of here. This is ridiculous. I'll bloody come back later in the day. I know what will take my mind off things. Birding. Here we are. Tambomachay. Bloody hoping I have reception so I can call an Uber back down, otherwise I will be paying mucho rip-off prices. We're birding again. And all of a sudden all my worries fade away. Except where the bloody mountain caracaras are. Goat with a hat. Puna ibis picking through the field. The sign before said 3,700 feet, so another 300 feet gained to come up here. So we'll see how we go with the exhaustion factor. Something is calling like crazy in this tree. And it's not the sparrow. What is that?
Oh, I don't know how far this will go.
Oh my god, it's a toy. It's that seller selling a bird calling toy. Worked on me. Absolutely sucked in. Very good. There's something new. Right, there's a couple of new ones. Oh, there's so many trails and paths.
Despite the numerous meandering paths all over the hillside, most of these tracks didn't actually lead to anywhere, and lots of them seemed to be private farming tracks, so finding birds was actually proving quite tricky.
Also not quite seeing how they're going to be hummingbirds here when there's like no flowering plants. Straight ahead in the bushes, something small just flew in. Oh, and it's just flown out. God, this is a lot of effort for a handful of very small grey birds.
As I stood around trying to reconcile what I was possibly thinking, giving myself 3 entire days to see birds around Cusco, finally, some action started to kick off. Or at least, so I thought.
Oh, finally. Oh, wooded siskin bird I got on the first day here. Oh, bird of prey. No. Oh, don't be a pigeon. Oh. The Sierra finch. Yeah, boys. Holy dingus. We got something. Alright, starting to see way more stuff up on this ridge. Still doesn't make it easy with how small the birds are. Oh, hummingbirds. Small, tiny, far away.
But the hummingbirds would have to wait just a moment. Right, now that that's out of the way.
I think I may just be walking into someone's farm. Geez, this is hard going. This is like grind for species.
With no perfectly perched passerines providing particularly prominent pictures, I instead turned my gaze to the thick thorny scrub and ended up jagging what I was told later in the trip was a very good endemic to get a shot of.
Oh, that's the exact rock I was hoping to sit behind to have my lunch.
Having squeezed as much bird life as I could out of this site, I walked down the road to this little wetlands I saw on Google Earth. And after awkwardly interrupting some kind of school or church excursion, was pleasantly surprised at the quality of this reserve, and I picked up these. Payment attempt number 2.
Hola, it's Kenton.
Door's open.
Going to the Amazon tomorrow. Vamos.
Yes. Oh, yeah, there's something in there. Oh, I missed it. William started running, so I started running. Oh, my gosh.
And my stomach is going 1,000,000 miles an hour.